the Valkyrie Sound Studio, it's the Murder Mike Show with your hosts, Murder Mike.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Murder Mike Show. Damn, we had a vacation, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
It's good to be back, though. So, everybody doing all right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Ready to go.
Man, you've been putting out some pretty good monster minutes.
I appreciate that, man.
You know, I mean, that last one you did was pretty good. You want to talk about it?
Oh, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, hard-working people normally are tired. It's kind of what we go through. And I'm just tired of people expecting something for nothing.
Yeah.
It just really gets under my skin when you see people who don't contribute expect more and more from everybody else. And it's the whole can I speak to the manager mentality. They haven't done anything with their life except take. And then anytime anything goes wrong, they'll blame everybody else around them.
Oh, yeah.
They-
Well, I mean, I know I work my ass off at my job, and it takes a hell of a lot to get any kind of recognition or even something as simple as, you know, good job, you know, way to go, kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So,
but it goes back to, you know, everybody, all the special interest groups want to put down men in our society nowadays, but they don't want to go out and do these labor jobs.
no.
You know, not everybody's cut out to be a doctor, a lawyer, a surgeon, an astronaut. Not everybody's cut out for jobs like that. So it takes a population of men more than anybody else, not solely men, but more than anybody else, men to wake up before the sun comes up, pack a lunch, get in the car or in a work van, a work truck, drive sometimes hours to get wherever he's got to go, and bust his ass 8 to 10 hours a day, and then drive back home.
Yeah.
And hopefully he's got someone in his life that cares enough about him to cook him a hot meal, or you know, so he doesn't have to worry about it. And then there's those hard-working men that go home and they're single and they got to take care of every bit of their life, and that's fine. You know, that's good. That's very character building. But it's just funny how people who don't want to do anything physical put down people that do it.
Yeah. I know Kelly does her best to try to take care of me especially if I call her, you know, around lunchtime or something. I'm like, God damn, today's been fucking stupid. It's 115 degrees, and you know they've had us in a hole all day digging, and you know I forgot my fucking lunch. You know, I mean, all kinds of dumb shit happens during the workday, and you know, for the most part, she works some nights, but for the most part, she tries to do you know, take care of me when I get home. And, you know, most of the time I'm so hot when I get off work, I don't want to eat as soon as I walk in the door. So I don't mind if there's not a plate waiting on me when I get here. I don't mind that. You know, most of the time, even if she has already cooked, I'm like, look, I'm good. Let me drink a beer. I'm just going to chill for about an hour or so, you know. But I mean, yeah, I understand what you're saying as far as you know, hopefully a lot of these hardworking men get appreciated in their personal lives and
by whoever their partner is.
Yeah. It don't matter to me, man. It could be a damn road cone you fell in love with. I don't care.
Right. I hope that road cone can cook.
Oh, it's cooking something.
Oh my God.
So, I wanted to talk about these mass shootings, man. This is getting fucking stupid. Like, I
Yeah,
mean, how many in
there's been what, 3 in like a 5-day, 6-day period,
yeah,
And 2 hours apart.
yeah.
and one of them was stopped by a grandma. There was one that was going to happen, and a grandma turned her grandson in, took him to the hospital,
Damn.
and got it stopped. I mean, he had an assault rifle, like 17 clips, completely
damn.
full. Yeah, a bunch of knives and other stuff on him, and she turned him in.
Damn.
So big props to Nana or Mima or whatever they call her.
Oh,
Hell
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. How many lives
You've
she
been
saved.
officially recognized by the Murder Mike Show.
Well, Grandma of the Year.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, what's going to end up happening is all of these idiots that go around and just have a point to prove, have a grudge against humanity, hate Mexicans or black people or whatever the case may be. You know, the only outcome that's going to happen is either A, on the brighter side of things, it's going to be so extremely difficult to get a firearm. You know, if you just want to protect, yourself or your family, it's going to be such a pain in the ass that you just rather not do it. Or you're just not even going to have the option anymore. We're just going
to a police state.
Yeah, exactly. It'll just become where you can't buy guns anymore.
Right.
You know.
If you've already got them, that's one thing. But it will be nearly impossible to purchase anything that's gonna help you defend yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Where I'm at right now, I'm in Texas, and they just passed a law stating that starting in September, you can actually carry brass knuckles, batons, and things like that on you as personal defense.
Sorry, that was my can hitting the microphone. Thank you, Icehouse. You ruined the podcast.
No. But yeah, brass knuckles, batons, and small handheld weapons like that are open carry. You can just basically walk around the state of Texas starting in September with brass knuckles in your pocket just in case somebody tries something.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. I'm not gonna say where I live because I got brass knuckles, but they're not exactly legal.
You mean belt buckle?
Oh yeah. My paperweight / belt buckle / fashion statement.
Yeah.
Yeah, my really nice and very used to be shiny belt buckle. Oh man. So
I mean, it's an overall societal issue. I mean, the thing about America and all the shootings, I mean, other countries have them, but not on the scale that we have. And it's usually, I mean, it's very stereotypical and profiling, but it's usually somebody that doesn't have a lot of friends, or they have friends that are like-minded, and they hype somebody up to the point where that person thinks it takes it upon themselves to go out and commit atrocities.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's that, or it's the other. It's the the opposite of that. Nobody believes in this kid, and nobody.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, man, one day I'm gonna fuck up all these people, just one day, and somebody's like, shut the fuck up, you're not gonna do anything.
Yeah, he's
I'm
trying
gonna
to prove a
show
point.
you. I'm gonna show you. That's So, I mean, no doubt in this lifetime that most of these mass shooters are either really fucking smart or they have extremely large mental illnesses. That
it's one or the other.
You know what I'm saying? Either you're just really fucking smart and you're like a tactician and you might do it and get away with it, or 90% of the time you do it and kill yourself. I mean, either way, it's just not a good outcome. You start killing, if you kill anybody, you're just not having a good day after the fact. But if you go in a public place and you shoot up like a fucking high school or a mall or a Walmart or wherever, I mean,
see, but that's the cowardice of it all.
Ruining your life right then.
Well, that's the cowardice of like the El Paso shooting that kicked everything off. This dude goes into a mall and starts killing people, but as soon as he's face to face with the cops, he surrenders.
Yeah.
You know, if you're gonna go out, go the fuck out.
Like a blaze of glory, man.
Yeah.
Lay that motherfucker down on a bed of roses.
Oh
you man enough to shoot up innocent people and just soft targets like a fucking terrorist.
Exactly.
Then fucking empty your clip on the motherfucking law when they shooting back.
Yeah. I mean, if you were to get away with it, you'd be wanted dead or alive.
Yeah. You gotta run the rest of your life.
So, I don't know if anybody noticed, but I just had like 3 Bon Jovi puns all back to back.
Yeah,
it was great.
No, I just
Kelly's over here about to fucking die.
Oh my god, y'all. This is what I deal with on a daily.
I just chose to ignore them. It's all good.
Thank you, Walt. Thank you.
Oh, man. Oh.
But even with or without guns, people like, if they take all our fucking guns, they're going to figure out another way to get what they want to do done. Timothy McVeigh used fertilizer. The people of 9/11 used box cutters in an airplane. It's going to be done, with or without a gun. All it takes is a stupid asshole to do it. That's it.
I mean, if you have enough brute strength, you can walk into a high school with a fucking pencil.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can I mean, if you're fast enough, you could probably take out an entire classroom with a pencil.
Well, the fact of the matter
it doesn't matter about weapons.
Schools look more like prisons now anyway, thanks to all these shootings.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, and it scares the shit out of me. I mean, granted, me as a father, I mean, the schools are getting safer, but at the same time,
at what cost?
Yeah, I mean, at the same time though, I mean, it's like for day-to-day use on a normal day, I have to go through like 3 different fucking security doors before I can even pick my kid up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to show ID. You know, to be able to check my kid out from school, you know, which, I mean, you know, technically is a good thing in the event that something stupid happens. I don't want some stranger to walk in and grab my kid and, you know, but still, I mean, it causes shit like that, just causes a bunch of things to just get overcomplicated and become a pain in the ass. Like the normal, mundane, regular shit, you know, you got to pick your kid up to, you know, for a doctor's appointment, becomes this whole series of shit that you have to do because the world has gotten to that point. Yeah, because the world has gotten to that point that, you know, nobody can be trusted. You know, I mean, the more people fuck up and break the law, the more laws are put in place to make sure you can't break that law. So, it's
well,
such a pain in the ass.
On the other side of the coin, it's like, you know, then the kids are locked in.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times, it's a kid that's already at the school that's doing the shooting.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not always somebody coming in. It's somebody that's already there. So now what have you done? You've basically given somebody who probably has a mental illness just like shooting ducks in a barrel.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
What the illusion of safety is what they're trying to, you know, bring about. Okay, we've got barbed wire on 8-foot tall fences, but God forbid something happens and your kid needs to climb that fence to get away from somebody trying to kill him. They can't.
He gonna look like a paper snowflake on the other side of that fence.
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing. I'm so glad that I grew up in an era where I didn't have to practice active shooter drills at my school.
Yeah.
The worst thing I had to do was sit on that cold ass floor during a fucking tornado drill.
Yeah, stand out in the sun for a half an hour with the fire drill.
Yeah, because some asshole was in the bathroom when the bell rang and stayed in there to smoke a fucking cigarette. Didn't want to come out, and the teacher couldn't keep track, so they had to run a sweep of the school to find him.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, I got 2 kids in middle school. I got a 5-year-old about to start kindergarten this year, and it's man, I'm telling you one thing. And the school system where I live is let's just say not up to par with the rest of the country. So hopefully they have those drills in place this year. Hopefully.
Right.
They do. They
know,
do. They've already.
I mean, but I mean, like you said, I mean, it's 90% of the time it's somebody that's already in the school. They've already brought something in their book bag, and they're like, "Oh yeah, bitch, I bet you I won't go to class today." You know.
Right.
So, but I don't know, man. But this is getting kind of dark.
Well, I mean, you picked a subject.
Well, I tell y'all to pick subjects all the time. Y'all don't pick nothing.
Well, I mean,
Why?
there's a lot of crazy shit going on in the world, man. I mean, we got all these mass shootings, and as soon as they start happening, the story of Epstein and his child sex ring goes to the back burner, and nobody talks about it anymore.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of depraved lunacy.
Oh yeah. I'm kind of curious what happened to Area 51? Is that still a thing?
September 20th is the projected date.
Oh man. Well, I mean, everybody stopped talking about it, so maybe all the D&D nerds will, forget.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
No.
we can't we
can't.
can't hope for that kind of population control.
Nah.
Guns actually be useful for a change. So, I wanted to talk about this Victoria's Secret thing. Have you heard about it? I know me and Kelly were reading it.
All about the transgender model getting kicked off the runway, basically.
Yeah, pretty well. She wanted to try out, and I don't have it in front of me.
The VP or
Yeah,
whatever
the
wanted
VP,
to shut it down.
The not the VP of Victoria's Secret, but the VP of the show on TV. But basically, he was like, "No, nobody wants to see that."
Only because he said Victoria's Secret is a fantasy, and
nobody wants to fantasize
about a man dressed as a woman, which I can see, but.
It's somebody's kink. Don't get it twisted, man.
I mean, yeah, and not to mention, not to mention, if these trans have the money to pull it off, you can't tell. You cannot fucking
you
tell.
might not be able to tell, but they're gonna make it known.
Oh yeah. Oh, the announcers will be like the first transgender Victoria's Secret model.
Everybody's gonna know who.
So. I mean,
you've heard me on many a Monster Minute and many of our shows say that I'm all for equality, and whoever somebody feels like they are, that's who they are. Let them be that. If they do have the money for both the necessary therapy and the actual conversion surgery and hormones to pull it off, then fucking let them. Somebody they basically shunned a possible new demographic.
Yeah.
They fucked up sales, in my opinion.
Well, I think that they were trying to save sales because they were realizing that a lot of the more risque, the more outlandish type lingerie it's pretty much all going to like the drag and the trans groups. They're buying most of that type of stuff. Your average married woman is not going out and buying $300-$400 corsets and shit like that. They're just not doing that 90% of the time.
It's going to end up on the floor anyway. Who the fuck cares?
That's why we buy our lingerie at Walmart.
All right. It always looks better balled up on the floor, if you ask me.
Tell him, Walt. Tell him.
See, Walt's got the insight to this. I don't even let Kelly buy lingerie. I'm like, fuck it. That's a waste of money. Just get naked.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't have the insight of buying a bunch of it.
Oh, God.
I mean, but that's the thing. That's the thing about it. Victoria's Secret is a fantasy line. They should embrace anybody.
Yeah,
that
all
wants to-
fantasies. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that they haven't come out with a company called Victor's Secrets, where it's all
Victor's Secrets.
where it's all men's
Now-
and gay men's lingerie. I'm sure them boys wanna
Be
wear
sexy
something
for their
silky
sexy.
and nice. That's right.
You're onto something, Walt.
Hey, I'm telling you right
I
now.
probably am.
I'm telling you right now. I used to have some silk sheets,
Oh my god.
and no, they weren't silk. They were satin sheets, and they were really expensive. And I'm telling you right now, this shit felt good on the balls when you're laying in the bed.
Oh my god.
I'm telling you, I ain't even gonna lie. So I could see that. Now I can't. I'm not sure what the name of the company is, but there is a company out there actually doing male lingerie. You know,
Well,
or banana
good for them.
or banana hammocks, as Walt has put it before.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know, but these are like boxers. They're like tight fitting boxers where they like lace up on the sides and shit like that, and they're made of like silk and satin, and you know they actually have string lace, and you know, I mean, yeah, it's
2019.
Yeah,
Straight
it's-
men, gay men, bisexual
man.
people. We all want compliments. We all want to feel good about ourselves.
Yeah.
Why is it just, something that's marketed toward ladies? It's a sexist driven culture is why.
Of course.
I mean, it's that cosmopolitan Vogue bullshit. You keep reading those magazines, 30 ways to excite your man in bed, but just touch his shit
yeah.
with anything.
With anything.
anything that's not gonna injure it. You know what I mean?
oh my god.
Pick up a feather out of the front yard, go over there, pull his dick out, and just tickle it a little bit.
That's right, man. Anything.
What the fuck?
Hint, hint.
I'm okay. The feather I'd probably pick would probably have bird lice in it or something.
Yeah,
and
that'd be my luck. I'd end
the
up with lice
next
in my
morning
dick.
it would be all red and irritated, and he'd be
Oh.
scratching his balls off.
I was just trying to be sexy, baby.
You gave me damn bird lice on my dick.
That's right.
Oh man, that's awesome. Hey, Kelly did it too. I want to point it out. Kelly did it too.
What?
That was the Coca-Cola hitting the mic.
Hey,
I heard that shit loud and clear. Ding.
shut up. Bird feather. Birds
Oh,
of a
yeah.
feather flock together.
Well, where's the flock?
I don't know.
We're gonna put an ad on Craigslist for the rest of the flock.
I hope you do. I hope every one of them bitches got bird lice.
Oh, I'm sure they do in this county.
It's
That's
a
the
little
least
bit.
of your worries.
It's a little
Man.
bit deeper than bird lice, dear.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure them bird lice run extremely deep,
Ugh.
down to the blood level.
Ugh.
Oh,
anyway, next subject. So I heard there was a space crash on the moon, and yeah, let's talk about that one.
I don't know. I like bird lice.
I don't. Let's go on. Let's
All right,
on to the next one.
Hold on. No. Well, we can't. I mean, we're blowing through these subjects pretty fucking quick, man. We already 23 minutes and done 3 subjects. Let me pull this up real quick. Because I just actually saw it, and of course it's not on my fucking feed now.
Pays to
Great.
be prepared.
Well, I was prepared. My feed changed.
What's that? The P's y'all use at work?
Oh yeah.
The triple P's
Proper planning prevents piss poor performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm performing pissly now. Yeah, man, my shit has like disappeared from my feed. I actually already had it pulled up.
You know what?
It's your fault, Kelly.
It ain't my damn fault that
Oh yeah, it's definitely your fault. Dun, 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 dun.
Just type it in. What the hell?
Let's see here. So anyway,
I need to be running this show.
Hey, you go ahead.
It be prepared, I tell you that.
So I am looking this up. But
It wasn't
anyway,
India. It was Israel.
Israel. Okay.
God dang.
All right, let's see here if we can find this.
Lord,
Oh,
sweet
this
baby
crazy
Jesus,
shit.
save my soul.
I think I saw it. Nope, that's not it. Apparently, Israel is for sale at Amazon.com if anybody's interested.
Israel is.
Yeah. So, you know, I mean, there's always that. So, okay, apparently, a moon lander from Israel, an Israeli moon lander, landed on the moon.
And crashed.
Well, the lander itself crashed. I don't think anybody was aboard the lander.
No.
But it crashed, and pretty much it was carrying thousands of tardigrades or water bears.
Yeah, water bears.
Water bears, I guess, is like the other name for them, which are basically parasites that can live in absolutely any atmosphere.
Including space.
Yeah, including space. Plus, there was human DNA. There was like thousands and thousands and thousands, millions of pages of document, all kinds of crazy shit on the hard drives, and I guess it crashed. So now the concern is, since these tardigrades can, I hope I'm saying that right. That's how it looks.
Yeah, that's the name.
But apparently, the concern now is what's gonna happen with all these samples if these parasites. 'Cause I mean, you know, you're talking about vials of parasites. You can barely see them. So it's not like you can like scoop them up. You know. So I guess the concern now is what's gonna happen with them now. I mean, are they gonna flourish? Are they gonna fucking be in the moon's atmosphere and just like grow 6 foot tall?
In my mind, they do. They just come back and attack Earth like an old-timey space movie.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't doubt it.
That's right.
Like one of the
Well,
black
I mean,
and white
the
movies.
only way we can go up there is in sealed suits. So, I mean, the only way that it would ever affect us is if we colonized the moon, built buildings, and they ended up in the atmosphere inside the buildings where people weren't in suits.
Yeah, but I mean, what if what I'm saying is correct though? Like, what if they get like 6, 7, 12 foot tall and they can jump hard enough to come to Earth?
What the hell?
They'd burn up on re-entry would be my...
But they can survive in any atmosphere, man. Even the sun. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
mean, you know.
I'm going a little left field, but still though, I mean, it's kind of a crazy concern. I mean, for one, why would you take a dangerous microbial to the fucking moon? I mean,
Because they can survive. They wanted to see what was going to happen.
you know,
Yep.
I mean, this is a parasite. Anything parasitic is not a good idea to begin with. And for two, if there's any kind of future plans on colonizing the moon or anything, like, why would you want that shit in the place that you're colonizing? I mean, you know, that's like, oh,
Well, I don't think their intention was to crash and spill it
well,
out.
Yeah,
no,
Michael.
but no, I'm sure it wasn't. But I mean, you still have to think about these possibilities. Like, oh, you know, like, let's not take Ebola to the moon.
Come on. Ebola.
Let's not take the fucking Black Plague to the moon. Yeah, I mean, why would you take that shit to the moon just as, oh, I just want to see if it'll grow. You know,
That's science, my man.
well, I love science. Anybody that knows me knows I love science. And I agree. I can normally find a common ground with almost any kind of science. But I think with the whole space race thing and everybody trying to get to the moon and colonize the moon, like, I'm sure that there is a friendly parasite somewhere that can survive in multiple atmospheres. I don't think that was the right one.
Right.
So, which, like I said, I'll be honest, full disclosure, I have not read this entire article. I just saw it like 30 minutes before we started the podcast, so that's why I wanted to bring it up. I thought it was interesting. So I might be missing something. So please just comment, leave in the comments, and tell me off if you want to. I have no worries about it. So I might read them. I don't know. But I mean, I don't know. What do you think we'll ever make it to Mars?
I mean, eventually we're gonna have to.
Yeah.
As a species, at the rate we're destroying the planet,
We gotta have somewhere to go when we tear everything up.
yeah, it's gonna be unlivable. And I mean, like, if we colonize the moon and use it as a test area to see what's going on, and hopefully SpaceX and Elon Musk keep doing what they're doing and progressing space travel and
Yeah.
finding clean, efficient ways to send things places and to get them back. That's the key, is
Yeah.
sending equipment and getting it back. He wants to have us there by 2050. He wants to have...
I think it might actually happen before that.
Right, but he's saying, yeah, by 2050, he wants to have, I want to say, like 1,000 people on Mars. And, yeah, I mean, that's, 30 years away. So it's doable, and in order for us to survive as a species, I think we have to figure a way to get off of this planet.
Yeah.
Whether this planet survives and people are still here, 100,000 years from now in some form, in order for us to progress as a species, we've got to be able to inhabit other places and make them livable, just because of the simple fact that the resources here are finite. I mean, it's like a huge machine. The world is like a huge machine doing its own thing and cycling through everything it can. But at some point, it's going to exhaust itself and not be what it has been for millions and billions of years.
Yeah.
Some place where any kind of life, whether it's dinosaurs, people, or anything in between, or anything before that, where life flourished.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, the life cycle, the life engine on this planet is going to run out. It's going to end up on E.
Oh, it's bound to happen eventually. I just pulled up a page, and I guess this was actually posted today. It says SpaceX CEO Elon Musk says that the company is working with the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration, or the FAA, to secure regulatory approval for Starhopper's final flight, a significantly more ambitious 200-meter hop scheduled no earlier than August 15th due to permitting delays. So basically, from what I can gather, is this Starhop type deal is supposed to be able to go from fueling station to fueling station rather quickly. I'm guessing it's probably using some type of ion propulsion engine. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, it looks.
Well,
let's see.
They tested a capsule that, basically what they want to do, it's a reusable capsule. They tested one of those, I believe it was last week, where, it shoots it up off the pad, you can see it, and it goes up, detaches from the pod, and then, returns safely. and so that it can be reused over and over and over again.
Well, I'm looking now. It says SpaceX is installing the first Raptor engine into the Starhopper. The Raptor engine has nearly twice the power of the current SpaceX Merlin engine. There will be 3 Raptor engines used in the Starhopper test vehicle. And there will be 7 Raptor engines used in the Starship upper stage, and there will be 31 Raptor engines in the Super Heavy booster stage. The combined Super Heavy Starship will be full reusable. So that's
that's the key.
Like, dude,
that's the key.
I'm looking at this fucking engine right now, and it's like the size of an excavator.
Right,
That
of
shit
course.
is huge. There's actually an excavator like right beside it, and it is huge. It's bigger than like 5 people. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure it gets hot.
Well, the reusability factor is key in going into outer space.
Yeah.
If it's not something that can hold up to the rigors of space, where you're less than a second away from death at any moment,
Yeah.
I mean, it's worthless. I mean, NASA, the technology for the shuttles, I mean, it was great, and it was what we needed to get us where we were trying to go. But at this point, I mean, even though they're still usable, they break down so frequently. Things go wrong. They just, it's obsolete technology.
Well, the one main problem with the fuel engines as far as space travel is it takes so much mass. Yeah. It takes so much mass to be able to get out of the atmosphere. Then by the time you get out of the atmosphere, you're out of fuel.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of what they're doing with like ion propulsion engines and things like that, ions are fucking everywhere, even in space. If you have an engine that can suck in ions and discharge them and push a spacecraft, which it takes a lot of power, because ions put about a small engine puts out about as much thrust as a butane lighter. So, I mean, it takes an enormous amounts of power and some fuel. I mean, gas fuel, but I mean, it's still. I mean,
well, the thing about space is being able to use other objects' gravity to take you and propel you somewhere else.
But still, I mean, even that, I mean, what if you're in deep space and there's not shit for months to be able to slingshot around?
Oh, I get that.
I mean, we still have that's the key to space travel. Is, for one, space travel right now is fucking slow. Like, space is huge, so we can't even get to like the next planet next to us. So I mean, you're talking about hundreds and thousands of millions of light years away, and we can't even get to Mars. So I mean, we're still trying to figure that out. We're like decades, if not eons beyond trying to get to the edge of space or anything like that. But I mean, eventually tides will turn, just like computers or any other technology. You'll wake up one day and all of a sudden a switch will flip and we'll be like, oh yeah, by the way, we made this engine. We're going to Mars tomorrow. And it'll just be a normal thing. We'll wake up with ion fusion engines in our car. So
yeah, people will commute to work on other planets. They're like, oh, I've got to go work for the next 6 months, and I'll be back. It'll take me a month to get back.
Yeah,
it'll be commonplace.
I think if Kelly went to outer space, she would drive a Jetsons car.
Hell yeah, I would.
They'd be like, here is Kelly.
You know what? Leave me alone.
Man. So, with the science stuff behind us. It's not behind us. Science is always in front of us.
You two are nerds.
Yeah, no. Kelly passed me a note while me and you were talking, Walt, and it said, "When did this become an episode of Revenge of the Nerds?" So, but I want to leave that subject for a minute, and I want to talk about a recent love of mine.
A love.
A love.
Who is this bitch?
This bitch is called CBD.
Oh, okay. It's getting ready.
I love that. Dude, I'm telling you right now, like, you know, me and you've talked, you know, on the phone and things, and you've known me for years. Like, I've got arthritis. I've got a back problem. Thank you. Former job that I used to have that I don't have anymore.
Come on, Pappy. You can do it. Come on, Paw.
But, you know, so, I mean, I admit it, I hurt a lot. I'm about to be 38, and I hurt like a fucking 50-year-old some days. So, but, and I've done CBD, you know, for a while now, but only in like tinctures and, vapes and, you know, things like that. So, I was talking to a buddy of mine, and shout out Chris, what's up, Colorado? But I was talking to him, and he actually works in the industry, in the hemp industry, and he was like, dude, he's like, fuck all that vape bullshit. Half of it's junk. You know, it's overly priced. It's expensive for no fucking reason. You know, and he suggested that I try concentrates. So I tried it, went and spent a whole bunch of money that I didn't have. And
sure
I got,
did.
I did, man. I spent like $70 on, you know, the whole rig, the whole setup, everything. I got the dab rig, the, you know, the tool, the fucking everything. Came home, but even bought a torch. Came home, lit it up, and I'm telling you right now, like, I felt like a fucking new man.
And I almost died.
Yeah. Kelly's lungs did not like dabbing.
Like I was telling my sister earlier, I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't do none of that. But
So, yeah.
I have some anxiety stuff, you know, some issues with that. So I was like, well, I'll try it. It'll help me out. As soon as I released this breath that I had just taken from this rig of hell, my lungs turned into cement. I could not breathe, and I was foaming from the fucking mouth like a dog.
Oh,
I
what,
was
dude?
leaning over the toilet. I was red, couldn't breathe. And he gives me, you know what he gives me to drink? A goddamn ice house. And I don't drink that shit. That made it worse.
She don't mean it, Ice House. She don't mean it.
Yes, I do mean it, ice house. And I'm telling you what, I coughed for an hour.
Oh, man. I mean, now, I'm not gonna lie. You know, the CBD dabs, they are a little rough, and they do taste like shit. They really do. They kind of taste like plastic. But
On a good day.
but I'm telling you right now, dude, I did 3 rips. I did 3 dabs within about, I don't know, 30 minutes. And we started watching Aladdin.
Well, I'll take
And
over from here.
Go ahead, babe.
Excuse me,
Go
sir.
ahead. This is her story now.
Excuse me,
Everybody,
sir.
this is the Murder Kelly show.
Thank you. I'm here all week, y'all. Anyway, so we're sitting in the middle of this movie I've been waiting for a century to see, and here goes Mike. He looks like he has melted into his chair, and he is slowly falling. He's on a downhill slope. And I'm looking over, he's like, I'm gonna go get in the recliner, babe. And I was like, okay. He was asleep before he sat down and didn't wake up till the next morning at 4 a.m. when his work alarm was going off. Tramps upstairs talking about, why'd you let me sleep in the recliner all night? I said, because your heavy ass would not get up. And he literally slept all night long. Never
I
moved.
slept, man. I slept like a fucking baby, dude.
I even
was a
undressed
rock.
him. I undressed him in his sleep so he didn't have to sleep in his dirty work clothes. Took his boots off, everything. Gave him a blanket, pillow, set him up. He never even knew I was fucking there.
Tucked him in and everything.
Sure
Man.
did.
Oh, she brought me a blanket and everything, man. Kicked the fucking chair back for me and all. Dude, I'm telling you right now, man. Like I take Celebrex for arthritis. I got arthritis in my back, my hips, my hands, my shoulder. Thank you. Previous job, I don't have it anymore. But you know, when I'm dabbing, like when I'm doing those concentrates, I don't even have any reason to take my my arthritis medication at all. Like, dude, like within like 2 minutes, I'm after dabbing. You know, it doesn't get you high, but it's like your entire body figures itself out. If that makes any sense. You know, it's like it's really. Would that be like the correct way to put it? I guess.
I don't know. It's like a really great tension release.
Yeah.
It finds its center.
Yeah. I mean, it's like as soon as you ingest it, it's like it reorganizes everything that's wrong with your body and just says, okay, fuck this, reorganize. Now you feel better.
When you're not
Control,
dying or
alt, delete.
sleeping.
You know. Yeah. I mean, like, yeah. Which I'm sensitive to like anything, hemp, cannabis, anything like that. Like I literally back in the day when I used to smoke weed, I hit a blunt like 3 times, bitch. I'm going to sleep. Like I'm out. Like, yeah. Mike smoking a blunt and going somewhere. Hell no. I'll kill 6 people. You know, before I run into a ball. You know, I mean. Oh, yeah. I've always been really sensitive to shit like that anyway. Pot just, you know, it puts me down. But I'm telling you, like, and, you know, I don't understand why the stigma of potheads, like the fucking 50s version of potheads, is still even closely relevant nowadays anyway in 2019, because for one, CBD is completely and totally legal nationwide. You know, granted, there's some jobs that you're not supposed to be using it, you know. So I mean, even my job, I've already been warned that, you know, they really can't stop you from doing CBD, but it does contain 0.3% THC. So if you get popped for a drug test and THC shows up, then you're fucked. But I mean, to me, I think that's ridiculous, honestly. And I mean, honestly, I'm willing to take the risk, man. If it allows me to sleep better and relax and not be tense and not be ill because I'm hurting all the time, you know what I'm saying? I mean, fuck it.
Right.
I'm willing to take the risk. I mean, you know, if all I'm doing is self-medicating with a legal substance that I can buy at a fucking store, and my job wants to terminate me for that, then I'll go find somewhere else to work. I don't have a problem with that. You know, there especially the line of work I'm in, there's multiple companies that I can work for that don't drug test to begin with. So, I mean, that's neither, you know, it's whatever. But I mean, Kelly's got a cramp. Does it hurt? Huh? Does your cramp hurt?
Yes.
Is it a crampy cramp?
Shut the fuck up.
She's got a cramp in her leg. She's about to die.
It's the crampiest cramp
It is fucking
that
crampy.
ever cramped.
Goddamn crampy.
It was all that damn science talk.
No, it was all that dehydration.
I'm not dehydrated.
Shit. Drinking black ass Coca-Cola. You need to get you an IPA.
No, I don't.
Hey, shout out opportunity. Anybody interested in the Murder Mike show would also would also like to know that I drink dirtbag ales.
can't even deal with you.
Oh man, I'm just gonna keep throwing out beer names until somebody emails me and says, "Hey, we want to pay for the show."
There you go.
We'll just start writing down a list. Damn.
I mean, I got a long list of beer I like.
That's what I'm saying. Just write
I
down your
mean,
list.
I don't think my ink pen has that much ink in it.
I don't think we have enough time in this show.
Oh man. So I don't know, man. It's just between the school shootings, or not the school shootings, the shootings in general, and the Victoria's Secret thing, the people, humans fucking poisoning the moon with, probably soon to be psychopathic fucking killing machines. Who knows how those things are gonna react to that atmosphere. They'll probably get 8 feet tall and 9,000 pounds.
It's the next movie.
I'm
Water Bears
sure.
from Outer Space.
Water Bears from Outer Space. Well, hopefully the killer clowns will save us.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, they won't save us. They'll wrap us in cotton candy and drink our blood.
Hey, I'm willing to go down and be wrapped in cotton candy.
I'm sure you would. But I'm not drinking your blood.
I'll take one for the team.
What team is this?
I don't know. Team Cotton Candy.
Team Cotton Candy. Well, Dallas Cowboys, she's calling you out.
Yes, I am.
That's right.
Team Cotton Candy.
The season of the national distraction is coming up.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you know what? The only thing I'm concentrated on right now, and y'all can hate me for it, I don't give a shit.
I know what's coming.
But you should, because
Oh,
I've
I
been
do?
talking about it. My football, my NFL team is the Patriots. They just renewed Tom Brady's contract for 2 more years, because after that, he will be considered an elderly man. So, no, I'm kidding. No, seriously, they actually did renew his contract for 2 more years.
Big surprise.
So, I mean, what do you expect? I mean, I don't give a fuck how old the dude is. The motherfucker keeps winning Super Bowls. I mean, shit. Why change up a winning formula? I'm pissed that Gronk fucking retired.
I thought he resigned.
No,
Took
I
that
mean,
back.
that's what I saw. I can't keep the goddamn news straight. Every time I think I have it straight, I see something else. So, and that's all I do. Like every day, I sit on the fucking computer and I check the news and I look at shit and I read shit. So, for me not to be able to figure it out, I think it's a conspiracy. I think Gronk's gonna be out like all season, and then we'll make it to the Super Bowl, and then Gronk will like show up at the Super Bowl.
You're living in a dream. Anyway.
Oh, I'm telling you, man, we're going for it. We're going for that next ring. I'm telling you, it's happening.
You must be on the team too, the way you talking.
Oh, I wish I owned stock in that team, because I'd be a millionaire right now, because they're millionaires.
I'm gonna slap you.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's been the Murder Mike Show. Like, subscribe, comment, do all that good shit. Find us on Spotify, iTunes, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. God damn, the list goes. Yeah, iHeartRadio, YouTube. Find us pretty much anywhere and everywhere you can think of. Just go to Google and search the Murder Mike Show, and you should absolutely not have a problem finding us. And don't forget about our Patreon page. We are still looking for patrons. Everybody wants to listen to the show, but nobody wants to help pay for it. Ain't that a damn shame? I think all of our fans are poor.
I know.
I know I'm fucking poor. Goddamn. I'm spending all my money trying to entertain everybody.
Huh.
Oh, never mind. No, Kelly. She said this is an episode of Revenge of the Nerds, so I don't think she's been very entertained.
I'm always entertained.
She entertains herself a lot.
I do.
It's almost distracting sometimes.
Hey.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the end of the goddamn show. Leave me the fuck alone.
Everybody, like, subscribe.
Just don't tuck him in next time. Let him fucking be cold.
Oh, damn straight.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, y'all have a good night. That's the end of the Murder Mike show. And like, subscribe, comment, do your thing. Make sure Mondays and Wednesdays you find the Monster Minute right there on the Buzzsprout links on Twitter, Facebook, pretty much everywhere that we post to. Later.
Bye, y'all.
Yeah.
Jinx,
later.
you owe me a Coke, bitch.
You stole my damn line. You owe me money.